What's up, everybody? A couple weeks ago I sowed these jalapenos. These are jalapeno giganteas by Burpee. They're the far left row of this seed starting tray. So I sowed 6 seeds, and as you can see I got perfect germination, went 6 for 6. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take one of these peat pellets today and attempt to split it up and put these jalapenos in my Aerogarden and see if we can grow some jalapeno giganteas hydroponically indoors in the Aerogarden. So let's get these guys in there. All right, so I got a Aerogarden Grow Anything seed pod kit here just so that I could have the empty baskets and the empty peat sponges. It does come with the grow domes as well if you want to attempt to germinate in the Aerogarden. These hot peppers like to germinate at a warmer temperature though. That's why I germinated these kind of more traditionally on the heat mat in the peat pellet with the dome over it that way. But you can try to grow them in the Aerogarden. You just might have to sow extra seeds to ensure you get germination in your pond. And last thing I have is just some spacers, because I have the 6-pod model Aerogarden, and so we're going to use spacers to block out the light on the ones that we're not using. So to get these 2 jalapeno seedlings from this large peat pod I germinated them in into this peat plug is a bit of a process. First, we're going to have to get them out of here while being as gentle as possible on the roots. We're definitely going to lose some, always do, but in the nutrient-rich environment of the Aerogarden, they normally grow back. And then we're going to do a little trick I have to get them in here. So first, got to break these apart and get all of the dirt off of them. All right, got these things pretty stripped apart, and most of the dirt clear from the roots. Did break a few roots, but they'll be all right. So next, I'm going to take these Aerogarden plugs and then just take a sharp knife and split them about halfway through, like so. I'm going to make them a little hot dog bun, and they should have enough spring in them to kind of grab these jalapeno seedlings when I kind of lay the roots through there. So again, just go in halfway through with that knife, and then just going to open it up to lay the jalapeno seedling in there. So once these seedlings are in here and start to grow more roots, they should actually grow roots through this plug, and that will hold them into place even better. But until then, just kind of the tension of this plug being around them should hold them well enough, as you can see there, just to get them going in here. So here I'm going to hold this one open. So here again, I'm just going to hold this one open and kind of try to lay this in there, and then very gently tuck the roots into it. And those roots should eventually grow through this side as well to then hold him in place. All right, I had 2 capfuls of the grow food for my reservoir. This is a 6-pod model again, but read the instructions for how much to add to yours. I add 2 capfuls every 2 weeks. So I got that in there. Now I'm going to add my grow deck. The grow deck, like I said, we're only using 2 holes in it, but it's 6. So I have the covers on the 4 holes we're not using in order to protect the water from sunlight. I'm putting my empty baskets into here. And then I'm taking my little seedlings in those peat plugs and putting them down in the baskets themselves. They will come into contact with the water under there and draw up nutrients through the peat pods there. They might want to float for a minute, but once they get saturated, they'll be good. And lastly, I'm just lowering my light to the lowest setting to give them the most light possible. And that's it, day 0 of jalapeno giganteas in the Aerogarden. All right, it has been 2 weeks for these jalapenos in the Aerogarden. And as you can see, these plants have a few more sets of true leaves than they did when they first got in here. They've really taken off in the last week or so. I can give you a little update on the roots. You can see they are coming through all sides of that peat plug now, so I think our little trick of splitting it like a hot dog bun worked pretty good. So I'm gonna put this back in here. I'm about to give these plants 2 capfuls of the Aerogarden liquid plant food, and I'm sure they'll really take off after that. But again, this is what they look like 2 weeks into the Aerogarden. All right, it has been 2 weeks since that last feeding, so it's time to feed again. I wanted to show you guys these plants though before I feed. They have taken off. They're looking great. I've had to raise the light several times just in the past couple days to keep it above them. It's been kind of hard to keep up, honestly. As you can see, I've burnt the leaves a couple times. Just when I got home from work, they were touching it. But these plants look really good. They're splitting, as you can see, forking, branching out between that and some of these little shoots starting to come out at the bottom. I really see no reason to top these plants or do any trimming whatsoever. I'm just gonna let nature kind of do its thing with these. That being said, this one's doing something pretty cool. Where it splits here, you can see that stem is really 2 stems joined together. So this is a genetic mutation that I get sometimes in pepper plants. It's called fasciation, I believe. It's just a mutation that causes you to get, kind of these 2 stems to grow together into one flat stem. It's kind of cool. Down here you can see we also have some buds. No flowers yet, but these plants do have some good buds. We've got one there, kind of one here at this fork, and there's some tucked up in that new leaf node as well. So I'm just gonna let those ride as well. Sometimes if these were outdoors, I'd pick off those first flowers to make the plant focus on growing bigger. But since they're indoors in this kind of smaller space, I'm gonna let those grow, and hopefully we'll have flowers and then peppers in no time. So again, this is a 28-day update in the Aerogarden. I'm about to add 2 capfuls of my liquid plant food, and then I'll update you guys again soon. All right, it has been 2 more weeks, and these plants look a little fuller, and they have officially topped the light hood of the Aerogarden. So they filled the whole thing up, which is pretty cool to see all this growth. And the best part is we have a plethora of flowers down here below. And I knew these were the Jalapeño gigantea, but I'm really impressed by the size of these flowers. These things are very large, remind me more of a bell pepper or a poblano flower. So let's hope we get some big jalapenos as well. One tip though, for when you're growing indoors or hydroponically, is you need to help the plant pollinate itself. You can just do this by giving the flowers a little tap or the plant a little shake. Pepper plants do have a perfect flower, which means the flowers can pollinate themselves, but sometimes they need a little help getting that pollen loose so it can fall onto the flower and pollinate it. So giving your plant a little shake every now and then can't hurt. I did have one little side project in the past 2 weeks. I 3D printed these Aerogarden hole covers with Lego studs on top, and they just replaced the hole covers that are already there. I did this because I had a friend find me this Lego minifigure, Pepper Guy, so I figured what better place for the Pepper Guy to hang out than in the Aerogarden with the peppers. Okay, it has only been 2 more weeks, so it's time to feed again. As you can see though, we have significantly topped the Aerogarden. I think once these stems kind of get past the light hood here, they start to elongate, searching for lights. That's why they get pretty long like this and spaced out between the leaf nodes. But I'm gonna let them ride because as you can see, we have really good flowers going on all these stems, even above the light hood. So that's really exciting. You can see some of these actually. I can probably pull this flower off. There's a little jalapeno there. So we got little jalapenos up top, and what's even more exciting is we've got some big jalapenos growing down below. So these are looking pretty good. These are about the size of a regular jalapeno at this point, like one that I would pick and eat. This were the Jalapeño gigantea seeds though, so I'm gonna let them ride and see how big they get. But what I'm about to do now is take this, and before I feed it, I'm actually gonna rinse out the reservoir. I hadn't mentioned that yet in this video, but that's an important thing to do about every other feeding. Just rinse out the reservoir, give it a complete water change. But when I do it, I think I'm gonna give you guys a peek at the roots, just because these plants have gotten so big that I want you to see what we're working with down below as well. Time to see these roots. Wow, those are looking pretty good. You can see they've grabbed the filter in there for the little pump, so I'll be sure to get that untangled. And then I'm gonna clean out this reservoir and give it a full water change and some new plant food. Okay, I've rinsed the tank and gotten the filter back installed. I also trimmed the roots on either side of the pump just a little bit to give that pump room to operate. Okay, clean tank, fresh water, and new batch of plant food in this thing on day 61. I will update you guys again either in 2 weeks or when I harvest this first batch of jalapenos, whichever comes first, but we are looking good. It's been 2 more weeks, and I think these jalapeno plants have thoroughly enjoyed that tank clean out as well as that new plant food. You can see they're well above the top light, and here on these long branches we have plenty of blooms opening. They all look really good. We also have a lot of little jalapenos popping up. Some are bigger than others on here already. Some jalapenos, and then kind of coming up all the way up these long spindly branches, we have little jalapenos with then fresh blooms at the end of the branches. Here's another one of those branches. This flower is about to become a little jalapeno. Little jalapeno here, and then down kind of towards the bottom, we have our bigger jalapenos there. Here's another one. And here's our original jalapenos. I think I'm gonna pick these 3 today. You can see they've got a little bit of corking action going on, so I think they've got about as big as they're gonna get. What's exciting though is actually here up under the light, we have new blooms, a couple new branches, and some little peppers starting up. So it's done really well. Should have been cleaning out the tank a little more than I had, but I'm about to add some more plant food here and pick these peppers. Got my first 4 jalapenos here on day 77 of having these jalapeno plants in the Aerogarden. Just added my plant food as well, and I'm excited to see how all of these flowers here and turn into jalapenos and all these jalapenos get growing. Might have to find some alternative means of support for some of these long spindly branches that are up above it. But I will update you guys in 2 weeks. All right, 2 more weeks have come and gone, and we have quite a few jalapenos on this plant. I think a lot of these are ready to pick on these tall branches. And as we come over here, you can see a couple of these branches are actually victims of this plant's success. So they got kind of weighed down by jalapenos here, and it's actually broken the branches. So it is time to feed this plant, but I'm also going to harvest, I think, all of these jalapenos off of here when I do, and we'll see how many we get. So I'm gonna feed it, clean the tank, harvest all these jalapenos, and then I'm actually just gonna kind of clean it up a bit, clean some of these tall, long branches off. It does have some smaller blooms and things up under here, so I think the plant will keep producing even if we clean it up like that, as long as we give it those new nutrients. So let's get going. I probably could have let these ones up high on the branches get a little bigger, but the branches were getting weighed down and they are still beautiful looking jalapenos. I did try all these jalapenos and they are very spicy, have an amazing jalapeno flavor, so couldn't be happier. All right, just wrapped up harvesting these, and I actually yielded 22 jalapenos on this harvest. So really happy with that, especially when you factor in that I got 4 2 weeks ago. That's 26 total. Not too bad from this little system. They didn't get as big as I thought they'd get, being those jalapeno giganteas, and I don't think they're quite as big as my outdoor ones of the same variety, but still 26 jalapenos in not too much time is pretty good, and I'm happy with it. I think the system did great. I am going to trim this up a bit, do the cleaning, do the nutrient change, and when I'm trimming it, I'm just going to trim just above the nodes here, kind of at the light level. But I think it'll continue producing for me pretty well. There's little jalapenos and flowers on here still as well. All right, I got these all fixed up with a clean tank, fresh water, new nutrients, and then I gave them a pretty drastic haircut, which I think they'll recover quick from, given the clean tank, new nutrients. Here's all that foliage I cut off just to thin it out a bit. I will be composting this, and then next to it I have my mountain of jalapenos that I harvested today. So that being said, this Aerogarden will continue producing as long as I keep up with it, keep maintaining it like I have throughout this video. But we did the point of the video. We grew jalapenos in the Aerogarden. So I'm gonna close this one out here. If you are still watching, thank you so much. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't, just to see what I do with these and my other peppers this summer. And thank you so much for watching.